Howdy, men and young males. Now, I got a rather strange story for you here. It's a news story, and I'll put a link down below. A 29-year-old femon from Ireland has been accused of having sex with a Rottweiler dog. Now, I know that good men are hard to find now because they're staying away from the crazy femons, but really? No mention whether this dog is a female or a male dog. Presumably it's a male, and she didn't pick a Chihuahua, did she? No, a full-size Rottweiler. But I'm just wondering how they found out about it, to be able to sort of accuse her of it, because it's going to trial. But of course her name and who she is and all that is protected. Now, of course, if I was a Rottweiler, I would be suing as well for sexual assault and many other things. I guess it just shows how desperate the femons have got. But I know there's people that do get off on things like that. Of course, that's a whole nother matter. Let me know what you think anyway, guys. And here's another sort of news story. They're not really news, of course. But this dating expert, and of course, they're all femons, have you noticed? All these dating experts. How did they become a dating expert? Have they got some kind of course you do at the universities or something? Nah. It's just a name, isn't it? Nobody really can be a dating expert, can they? But anyway, her advice, surprisingly, is that men shouldn't split the bill on the first date. So what she's really saying is that the man, even though the woman has a job and probably getting paid more than he is, should pay for everything the first date. And that's typical of a femon. They want to cherry pick everything. They want their cake and eat it too. Remember, women wanted equality and they don't need a man. So any man or young man out there is going to date a femon, split the goddamn bill. Or get her to pay for everything. That'll make a change. So you've probably noticed how femons are dressing these days, absolutely like the women of the night. Well, two femons that look like nothing special at all were wearing these underboobs, because that's the new thing, you know, into a pub. It's called Witherspoons. And they were refused a drink because of their dress. So somebody has some decency about them. So obviously they didn't just leave, they've complained and made a loud noise, and got all their friends and their sisterhood to put bad reviews about Witherspoons. In other words, to force them into accepting that sort of dress code. And this is the same sort of tactic they use for their married men, don't they? When a man gets married, she starts the moaning and telling him what to do, and if he resists, she stops talking to him for 3 days or makes his life hell. And then you meet this guy who's still married after 10 years, and he's just like a pet Labrador, doesn't say too much. Then you ask him why he doesn't say something, and he says, "I just want a peaceful life." So I guess if a femon wants to walk into a pub absolutely naked, it should be okay, even though if she's a completely overweight and grotesque femon. They seem to degrade every situation, every place they go, don't they? You see, to me, women have lost the one thing that made them special. They lost their sexiness. They're just women of the night, that's all. And that's why most women these days just get pumped and dumped. And the new breed of femon is hitting the wall a lot faster. I've seen some femons at 25 years old, and it looks like they hit the wall at 90 miles an hour. Anyway, let me know what you think about these news stories. And you know what? I haven't had a dog for ages. I'm thinking maybe I should get a dog. Maybe a Rottweiler, you know, a real big one. Well, I used to think I was a wolf, but I'm better now.